What up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, man. It's your boy JJ Vlog TV, man. I'm checking in with y'all real quick, man. So I just wanted to come to you guys and make a real quick video talking about dyeing your hair. All right. So it's gonna be kind of like a freestyle video. You know, I don't write none of this stuff down, man. It just comes off from the top. But I kind of do want to touch on, if I can stay on track, I want to touch on when you should dye it and why you should dye it, and some of the things that you can expect when you dye it. All right. Hopefully I can stay on topic. If not, we just gonna have to flow with it. All right. So let's just talk about real quick when you should dye your hair. Now, we all know that in this dread process, that if you start your hair and it's like about this big, right? Like this small, those little bitty baby locks, we know that your hair is gonna transition into different stages, where it comes down to, you know, baby locks, then budding, and so forth and so on. I personally think, based off of when I dyed my own hair, all right? I personally think that you shouldn't dye your hair before your hair is budding. That's just my opinion. Now, why would I say that? Because once your hair starts going through that process of budding, man, that's when the hair is starting to, you know, it's starting to mat up, man. You get that little fat spot in your hair, you know, and it's starting to bud up, man. It's starting to lock real good or whatever the case. I don't think you want to, you know, mess with that. Some people do dye their hair prior, like they get it twisted and then they dye the tips that fast, which is okay, I guess, because people do that. I just don't think that that's a good look. I think that you should give your hair time to flourish. I think that you should actually give your hair time to grow, get a little bit of length, and kind of get out of the budding stage. Hopefully that just made sense. Because I know, like I said, I don't write this stuff down. I'm probably rambling on. But I think that you shouldn't, I personally think you shouldn't get your hair dyed until you're out of the budding stage. Personal preference, because I did that and I just think that it worked better. You know, I feel like my hair is still healthy because I waited till the budding stages was over, or whatever the case. I think I got my hair dyed, if I remember correctly. I know I did a video. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I want to say it was like a little bit after a year, or close to a year, or something like that when I got my hair dyed. Why would you want to dye your hair in the first place? Now, I'm just giving it to you from my perspective of why I even dyed mine, and this may pertain to you, but this is the only reason I can personally think that you may want to dye your hair outside of the reasons for, I just want the color in my hair, I just want to keep up with the latest trend, you know, or I saw somebody else's hair like that and it just looked, you know, fire, so I want mine like that. So outside of that, I'm gonna tell you why I dyed mine, and this is why I think that, you know, maybe you might want to dye yours, and this is a good reason to dye it. Now, it became a point in my dread journey through my process where I actually got bored with my hair. So you already know why I dyed it. I got bored with my hair. It was just jet black. I think it was about this long. It was like up here somewhere, maybe that's short. It was pretty short. I had some shakage, but it was short. And I was getting bored because I don't really do a lot of styles, because I don't want to stress my roots out. So I try to stay away from styles or whatever the case. I think since my dread journey, I've only had about 1 to 2 styles, if that's the case, like braided styles or whatever. So I got bored with my hair, and that was the reason why I wanted to dye my hair in the first place, because of the fact that I was bored. My hair was growing, but it was, you know, starting to look like the growth was slowing down on me. So I just got to the point where I was like, man, I got to do something different, because I did go through a phase where, you know, me being bored with my hair and my hair not doing what I wanted it to do and being where I wanted it to be at because of the waiting game. I felt like the waiting game was taking too long. That was the reason why I dyed it. And once I dyed my hair, it gave me a new life to it. It gave new life to my hair. It made me feel like I had another process going, like another journey going, because, you know, it was brighter than this at one point, you know, and now it's honestly, when I dyed it, it was brighter than I wanted it. The way I wanted it was exactly the way it looks now. So the way my hair looks now dyed is the way I wanted it when I first got it dyed, but I had to let the dye set in over, you know, 5 to 6 months or whatever the case. I had to let the dye sit in, and it seems like since the dye has became so old, it actually looks the way I really wanted it to look, which is kind of weird. So like I said, outside of all those things, the typical following the trends, just want a specific color in your hair just because I just want to see what this color looks like, or you just a dye junkie where you just want to continue to dye your hair just all the time and changing colors. I think that the reasons why people dye their hair, at least for me, is because I actually got bored with my hair. It wasn't me just trying to follow a trend, or it wasn't me saying, oh, I want my hair to look like this. No, I just got bored, honestly. And my wife was like, do something different. And the only thing I could think of to do something different besides cutting it was what? Dyeing it. And, you know, now I actually like the way it looks, the way the dye has, you know, gotten old and the way it looks now. So we talked about when you should dye it. We talked about why. So let's talk about some of the things you can experience when you do dye it. Now, we do know that dyeing your hair it has bleach, right? We know bleach is very damaging to your hair. We know that. Now I can say this. I don't know if it's just my hair because I haven't experienced any breakage or any of those things, and my ends are locked up. Like my ends are locked up pretty good. I haven't experienced any breakage. I feel like all my ends are sealed, blunted, kind of tipped, or whatever you want to call it. I think all my ends are blunted tipped now. And like I said, I dyed my hair. I'm at about, what, 26 months now? I think we're at 26 months. Yeah, we're at 26 months on my length. I think I just did the last video. And like I said, I think I dyed my hair at the 1 year mark. I think it was 1 year. It could have been 11 months, or it could have been 14 months, or it could have been 10 months. Somewhere in between there, I dyed it. But it's been holding up this whole time, and my tips have still been blunting, and you know, they still been flourishing, and my hair still been healthy. So, you know, I have heard and seen horror stories all through YouTube where people who dye their hair, they say it's the worst thing they could have did. Now, I think those people are the people who go to the root and dye their hair once, like all the way. I think that's when the damage really takes a toll on your hair, when you dye it completely. Now, that's just me. I could be wrong, man. Quote me. I mean, you know, comment section below. Hit the comment section below and let me know if I'm wrong. But I think that's when the damage actually comes, from when you actually dye your roots all the way down to the tip of your dreads. I think that's when the problem starts. I think just kind of taking a little, you know, a little piece like this and putting a little dye here, you know, just a little bit here and a little bit here, or whatever the case, I think you'll be fine. So just to recap, man, hope this video has been a little bit informative to you, man. I was just thinking about this whole dye thing, you know, because I know I get a lot of questions from people outside of YouTube about my hair. When somebody might say, man, I like the color in your hair, or, you know, what color was that? And I just be like, it was the honey blonde color. Oh, my son crying. I gotta get ready to go, guys. Oh yeah, he is hot right now. But yeah, I get a lot of questions, so you know, I just hope this video made some sense. I hope I was able to convey what I wanted to convey to you guys in the right fashion. If you got any comments, you know, leave them in the comment section below. Any questions, leave them in the comment section below. I'll make sure I get back to you guys. I gotta go get this kid, man. We about to go hit Slutty Vegan right now and go taste this vegan burger right now. So I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.